Internally, we call this house a tile house because when our client purchased it, it was tiles all over inside and outside of the house.
Including the rooms.
Yes. This property used to be one property only. It seemed all fine. And then
we discovered that the structure that was supporting this terrace on the top and all the first floor was very weak and was quite rotten.
Before it was almost rotten. It was not in a good stage. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I am Mia.
And I am Rafael. We are the founders of MOL Portugal, a property advisory company that helps you buy and renovate properties like a local. And today we are back in Tavira to showcase you the progresses on this renovation.
So we started this renovation on this house a while ago, and then we posted a YouTube video about it when we just started the demolition phase. And today we're back to this house, and internally we call this house a tile house because when our client purchased it, it was tiles all over inside and outside of the house.
Including the rooms.
Yes. So at this stage, this house just needs to be finalized, the details, the finishing touches. And because we changed this layout a lot with the help of the architect, we thought it would be a good chance to show you what the property looks like now. So upon entrance now, we have this big open space. It used to be a narrow hallway with bathrooms and room on the left, and with this kind of plasticky roof connect every space. And the architect really did an amazing job. They opened up this whole area, and then they put the stairs on the side, on the terrace, number one. And also here in the future, we'll have a patio space which you can put like lounge chairs and which directly connected to this room. And you get the perfect indoor-outdoor living. Although the space is not big, but it's really open and it's perfect for a place like Algarve, which you have nice weather all around. So just to explain a little bit, this property used to be one property only. And then after discussing with our client, since they want this property to be investment property and they wanted to do short rentals, the architect came up with a proposal that dividing this property in 2 units, also adding patio space, extra terrace as well.
Look how this is now, and this is really what excites us, like buying something old that doesn't look that great, but then with the proper renovation, with the right architect and the right team, anything can be transformed into something so unique and enjoyable, and a perfect space for vacations in this case. So we are in Tavira, as you guys know, and what used to be an old property with some illegal constructions here, where they had the bathroom and then a storage, now it's an open space that leads directly from this side to the living room, to one of the living rooms, and then you have this stairs that takes you to a brand new terrace that didn't exist before. Let's go to the terrace. This terrace was actually nothing, it didn't exist before. And for having this, now we had to reinforce all this structure with iron beams and then have a new slab to give support for having a terrace upstairs. So this is one of the outdoors of this house. Before it was a house that was very closed, very dark as well, as you can see. And now it's very bright and much, much more open. Let's go inside and see how it looks now at the final stage of this renovation. So kitchen is almost, we are just missing some parts and also the appliances that are already ordered. We just need them to arrive, so it will be installed all at once. And the kitchen soon will be finalized. And here on this side, It's now a living room, a small living room. This house is not that big, but still the architects managed to do it two independent units. So what used to be one property only, it ended up to be divided into different independent units that can be used separately or eventually all together. So here is pretty much almost done. It just needs a little clean now. Air cons are installed, all the wiring was new, all the sewage was new, the floor, everything as you see it here is like it's literally a brand new property. Right next to it there's a small bathroom as well.
So since this is a 2-unit property now, we use this door as a divider between unit number 1 and unit number 2. So here we basically renewed everything as well. The stairs is renewed. Before it was not in a good stage. And over here in this space, we added 1 bathroom. So this bathroom was actually transformed from the original interior room, which means that room didn't have any windows. So we thought, why not add another bathroom to this 2-unit property? And here where I'm standing used to be all tiled up living room, so we decided to do an open kitchen space and a living room. And this unit also has a separate entrance, which is on the ground floor. And now follow me to the upstairs. So this room used to be a bedroom as well. We just renewed everything from the window, the doors, the walls, electricity as well, and then installed the air conditioning. Now let's go to the best part of this unit. So now we have this proper sized terrace, but used to be more than half of the terrace used to be covered with illegal structure. And now we opened everything up and installed a pergola, and we have a very lovely view here.
Although we are super excited with how this property is transformed, no renovation goes as smooth as we like to.
Yes, during this renovation, I think the biggest challenge is time, because when we started, COVID was just finished, and then we were facing a lot of delays on the material, which we already knew before, but we didn't know it would be quite bad. But our client was very understanding as well, and every step of the way we've been tracking and keeping them informed, but we're still facing some delays because of the material.
And in construction, everything is a sequence. So when you have some backlog at the initial stages, then it just delays everything further ahead.
In Portugal, we work with a lot of small producers and small business owners. For example, the stairs of this house, the metallic stairs in the patio, we waited for a couple of months for it because the owner of the stairs company, he was facing a very serious health issue. At the same time, we also know he has been doing a good job for other projects. That's why we didn't go to another provider. And then we also explained this to our client. I know it's difficult to understand, but this is something we have to face sometimes and try to overcome the situation. But now we have the stairs. Remember the so many visits we did? We were climbing on this big, long, extendable ladder, which was quite scary. But now we have 90% of the progress done, so we're really, really happy.
We have the stairs, we don't have the protection in glass here. We also don't have the protection in glass on this side of the terrace. So it's not yet a place that can be used, but it's in progress. Among many renovations we managed, this one was the only one so far that actually went over the budget. And the reason for that is that when the demolition stage was in progress, we discovered that the structure that was supporting this terrace on the top and all the first floor was very weak and was quite rotten. So we spoke with the clients and they ended up deciding to reinforce the entire structure. So now it's solid again.
In Portugal, we deal with a lot of old properties. That's why sometimes you don't know what's really needed until you actually open everything up. If we didn't want to open the terrace, we probably wouldn't discover this problem because it seemed all fine. And then once we opened up everything and we wanted to do the terrace, actually the contractor suggested we should do the reinforcement. That's why we discussed with our client. And this cost 5% of the entire renovation budget. But I believe this will be a very, very beneficial move for this house. It will be solid for another 100 years.
And that's it for today. We'll be posting a new video once this property is fully renovated and fully decorated, so you guys can have a better view of how it turned out.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us here today. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.